gentleman yields back. I thank our witnesses for being here today. I think what we flushed out is the real significant issue that non-citizen voting is playing in instilling confidence in our elections. As we have done over the course of the past 18 months in this committee, we've explored areas where we can improve our confidence in our elections. We did a hearing in Atlanta, Georgia, to show exactly what took place when Georgia passed a voter integrity bill that enhanced integrity in their elections. And contrary to what President Biden claimed and many on the left claimed, what we actually saw was great participation in Georgia. By many analyses, participation actually increasing in the state. The University of Georgia did a comprehensive study of that election, and what we got back was great data that people were actually very pleased with how the elections were conducted and operated, which tells me that as we increase confidence in our election, we actually increase participation. What we've done is flushed out, as Hans von Spakovsky has shown us. This has been an issue that has plagued elections for some time. An election over 20 years ago, this House committee showed numerous non-citizens voting. Then, in more recent era, we have Washington, D.C. aggressively not only allowing non-citizens to vote, in particular for mayor and other key elections in the city, but so much as actively encouraging non-citizens to vote, so much so sending out a postcard at taxpayer expense encouraging non-citizens to vote in our nation's capital. And to do so, one would only need to reside in Washington, D.C. for 30 days. And so as we look at ways to increase Americans' confidence in our elections between now and the November election, I think this should be an area where folks on the left should actually be willing to work with us to make sure that we're addressing these concerns, to maintain that U.S. elections are for U.S. citizens, to remove non-citizens from the voter rolls, to secure our election and increase Americans' confidence in their election, because I believe as we increase confidence in our elections, more individuals are willing to participate, and more participation in our elections is a good thing. Before we leave, I also have a real concern with what the Biden administration has done, in particular as it relates to Executive Order 14019. And what they have done is work to weaponize all federal agencies on behalf of President Biden's reelection campaign. And so I am sending a letter to every cabinet official in the Biden administration, in particular as it relates to this executive order. Our federal agencies should be focused on serving the American people, not focused on reelecting President Biden. And as we see the actions taken by this administration to leverage taxpayer dollars for political purposes, that should be concerning to all citizens. And I look forward to the reply from these letters from every cabinet secretary in the Biden administration.